Greetings everyone and welcome to a new video. As you can tell, things are a little different around here. I have this silly little setup. I just moved into a new apartment. Now I can do practically whatever I want here. Also, I saw Willem Dafoe's new movie, Inside. But firstly, do you remember the movie Passengers from 2016? If you happen to see it, you probably remember how out of place the entire structure of the movie was. Spoilers for Passengers, by the way. When Jennifer Lawrence finds out it was Chris Pratt who woke her up from her hypersleep, it's used as the low point of the film. The audience should have never known that it was Chris Pratt who woke her up until that moment in the film. Pretty much, the first and second act of the film should have been switched over from one another, and the first act should have been used as flashbacks. And that there is what we call a missed opportunity, and it's something that should have been used to make the film better. Last night when I watched the movie Inside with Willem Dafoe, the same kind of feeling crept over me. It's nothing to do with the structure of the film, and the first and second act don't need swapping over from each other. Rather, I saw the ending of the film to be quite a bigger letdown. In that final act of Inside, we had ourselves another missed opportunity. Other than that, the film is pretty good. It shows how non-essential art really is, as we have our character Nemo trapped in a penthouse apartment with luxury art, but no survival tools. Come on, when the nukes drop, we're not going to need paintings, movies, and music. But I think that the themes of the movies could have commented on something a little more than this. You see, not only could the movie have been about how non-essential art is, but it could have been about the ridiculous nature of art itself. At the end of the movie, we see Nemo die, probably due to hunger. But what if we removed that part of the film and replaced it with something else? Here's what I think should have happened. We see Nemo at his end, nearly dead, until the owner of the penthouse comes back, expecting Nemo to be there. He greets him kindly, but why? He takes his opportunity to reveal that Nemo was a part of another art project, a project about the needs of survival. Everything that came into play before now makes sense. The security cameras on the TV could have been pre-recorded to showcase the desire for sex. The housekeeper that Nemo is attracted to throughout the film was nothing more than a stunt. This explains why people keep looking into the cameras so often. It also explains the rising heat. That could have been there to showcase the need to survive in extreme conditions, such as a desert. The broken thermostat in the apartment makes no other sense otherwise. It's also very convenient that we don't know much about Nemo's heist crew. They could have been in on it the entire time. So, why is this so important? Well, to me, the ending kinda sucked. It was so conclusive in a way that it didn't really need any more interpretation. When Nemo dies at the end of the film, it doesn't really mean anything. I was thinking about it for a while and it still just doesn't make any sense to me. Changing the ending to add a surprise theme of extremity art could have added more layers onto how useless art really is. In a way, the movie ends up being a lot more self-critical like that. I also like to think that it makes the artist more of a villain who's lurking in the shadows, which is kind of interesting for a character that we never really see. Really, it just opens the floodgates to leave the audience thinking on. The real ending of the movie had me thinking, that was it? I was really surprised when the movie finished because I was expecting something a little more conclusive and well-rounded the entire time. Let's be honest, the ending just ends up being very bland and allows the entire plot to be summed up in just 2 sentences. A man gets stuck in a penthouse, he has no food so he starves to death. With those 2 lines, I feel like I get across the same idea that the movie is. Just one singular theme was not enough to keep me going throughout the entire movie. Maybe I wasn't the only person to be predicting this and it was scrapped to avoid more of an obvious ending. But who cares? I'm just a 19-year-old talking to a camera in his bedroom. So leave a comment below saying fuck you and your taste in movies is shit because I don't care. But leave a like though and don't forget to